One of the most talked about figures in Islamic history is the 12th Imam, the Mahdi, or Guided One. For over 1,000 years, Shia Muslims have believed that this leader vanished from public life and will one day return to bring justice to the world. His disappearance is one of history's greatest mysteries, shaping religious beliefs, political movements, and the way millions of people understand leadership and faith. But what really happened to the 12th Imam? And what evidence exists to support the belief in his return? The story begins in 868 in Samarra, Iraq, where Muhammad al-Mahdi was born to Hassan al-Askari, the 11th Imam. His birth was kept secret because of the ruling Abbasid Caliphate saw the Shia Imams as a challenge to their power and had already imprisoned or killed many of them. In 874, when Muhammad was just 5 years old, his father died under suspicious circumstances. Some believe that he was poisoned by Abbasid rulers who wanted to end the line of Shia leadership. Soon after, Muhammad al-Mahdi was no longer seen in public. According to Shia belief, he was hidden by divine will, entering a period called occultation, Gaibat, meaning he remained alive but out of sight. But here's where history gets complicated. From 874 to 941, the 12th Imam was believed to be in what is called the minor occultation, Gaibat al-Sugra. During this time, 4 trusted deputies acted as his messengers, relaying his guidance to the Shia community. And then in 941, all communication stopped. This marked the beginning of the major occultation, Gaibat al-Kubra, which according to Shia belief continues to this day. Without the Imam to lead them, Shia scholars took on greater authority. This led to the development of Wilayat al-Faqih, the idea that religious leaders should serve as caretakers of the Shia community until the Mahdi returns. This belief plays a major role in Iran today, where the supreme leader is seen as the guardian of the faith until the 12th Imam's reappearance. And this is where history and belief intersect, directly at the question of, did the 12th Imam exist? Let's take a look at records. What do they say? Abbasid authorities were so convinced that a child successor existed that they conducted raids and interrogations to find him. Shia records provide details showing accounts of Muhammad al-Mahdi's early life and his deputies, reinforcing the idea that he remained hidden but active. Sunni and independent historical sources, however, contain little reference to his existence beyond the controversy surrounding Hassan al-Askari's death. One possible theory: some historians argue that after Hassan al-Askari's death, his followers may have struggled with the idea that the divine leadership had ended. A hidden Imam allowed the faith to continue without directly challenging Abbasid rule. So now we ask the question, when will the Mahdi return? Shia Muslims believe that the Mahdi will return during a time of great injustice, bringing peace and fairness to the entire world. Many accounts describe signs that will appear before this happens. That includes widespread corruption and suffering, false claimants declaring themselves to be the Mahdi, and a great conflict between good and evil, where the Mahdi will lead a righteous army. Throughout history, various people have claimed to be the Mahdi, leading movements that often ended in conflict. One of the most famous was Muhammad Ahmad of Sudan, who in the 1800s led a rebellion that overthrew British and Egyptian rule in his region. But what if the Mahdi's return isn't just about prophecy? You see, for over 1,000 years, the story of the 12th Imam has shaped the faith of millions. But beyond religion, his absence has influenced governments, movements, and political structures. Iran's government is built on the idea of leadership in his absence. Revolutionary movements have invoked his name as a symbol of justice. And conflicts in the Middle East often reference him, showing how this belief continues to shape global politics. So it truly is a mystery that endures. Will the 12th Imam return as believers expect, or will his disappearance remain one of history's greatest unanswered questions? One thing is certain. His story isn't just about the past. It continues to shape the world today. These are Interesting Things with JC.